I mean, there we go. As if I had smelled it. We are going live in the first map. It is Winterfox's map pick. I welcome every single one of you out there. Thank you guys for tuning in. You're watching the Global eSports Cup. $200,000 up for grabs. And this is the elimination match. It is the last chance to go through to the LAN finals later on in February. Both teams really want to go there. There's a lot of money to be won. And money's never something that you say no to. So he already opens up the new guy in the squad of Cloud9. He's sent forward into the B bomb site. Now he's smoked off and he will not run through that smoke. I expected him to maybe even overextend and run through it, but it would have been a horrible mistake. There are 3 CTs waiting on the other side. The terrorist sent Shroud to the other side of the map. He's checking it out on apartments. So Cloud9 gets a lot of pressure on both bomb sites. They push the CTs back a little bit. And now the bomb makes its way to A. Swag is tagged up as Brax, but you all should know that he is called Braxton in real life. Stewie with that first frag for the terrorist. He's already getting himself on the board in the first round for Cloud9, and the second one follows straight away. Now he gets traded by Flowsick, who picks up a second headshot in the round. Brax and Nothing standing together. Now it's only Swag, and he makes himself known again. XP3 comes in from behind. He's already spotted by Swag though, and his footsteps will give XP3 away. He picks up the defuse kit, tries to fake it. Oh, he could have stuck to the bomb, but now Swag knows that he faked it. He tags him through the wall and retreats again. XP3 goes for another encounter, but Swags pick up the triple kill. And the 2 young guns for Cloud9 win the pistol round and make it 1-0. Winterfox is not able to get Flowsick on the board with a 4th frag, which would have been the round winner. But he did his job. It was his teammates that weren't necessarily doing it. The CTs with that upgraded pistol round, Anger and his Deagle, they already did some damage together. It was yesterday against Enemy where he picked up a magical triple kill with the Deag and managed to win an eco round for Winterfox that then turned around the whole game. Flowsick is alone on the B bomb site. He's pushing forward to get some information. Not giving away his position yet, but Stewie has him covered. map1 to the face. The CTs expect a full go on the B bomb site. They rotate XP3 over there. But the terrorists already made their way through it. Stewie having a good day here. Now he's checking out the bomb site. Nobody there anymore. Nobody home. Terrorists left 1 player behind to cover their backs while the rest is focused on the bomb site. They will plant the bomb, no question about that. And XP3 eager to get that frag. He has to reload, and there is Nothing with a P90. No problem for him. Anger sending a few Deagle bullets into construction site, but he's not able to connect them. Would have had to bend them around 2 walls to get the kill, so that's impossible. Except for in Hollywood it would be possible, maybe. If you have seen movies like Wanted, you know that in theory it's possible. No. Not in CSGO though. Cloud9 make it 2-0, and Anger will lose his deal in the end. Freakazoid gets himself on the board with a 2nd kill. So Cloud9 with a sturdy start into the game, not losing too many men either, giving themselves some cushion on the finances. And Winterfox with a 2nd save round. XP3 with a P250. The rest of the squad with the stock pistols. And a stack, a cheeky stack. Flowsick is once again the guy to be outside of the B bomb site. He gets run down by Shroud. Good frag for the terrorists to open it up, but some more opposition is waiting in the B bomb site. Shroud with another frag. He's just wrecking them with his pistol. Triple kill for him. XP3, the last man standing. He had to rotate from A to B. And now Shroud picking up the quad kill with the Glock. Sadly for him, he didn't have an SMG. It would have been a little better, or even better for him. So, first weapon round, 2 Famases for Lex and for Anger. They're the guys to have the most equipment. Lex with the defuse kit. Very important now for the CTs to have the defuse kit on the right side. And Anger with the grenades to support his teammate. Flowsick is sent forward. He catches a big nade, goes down to 44. And has to retreat. Now the B-bomb set has to be played more defensively by the CTs. And that's just due to that one nade. Gives the terrorists some more room to work with. And if they should go for B, an easier time collecting the round. If they should go for it. The money for the terrorists is very good, but they still stay with the SMGs, so they are very confident in their ability to turn it in their favor. And if Winterfox win this, they would have to face another buy round by Cloud9. There is no real magic behind that. Cloud9 checking out everything, getting ready for the B fake, it seems like. Do they really want to rotate back, or... Yeah, it seems like that's the communication issues that I talked about. They come in with a mid-round call, that's a good idea, but it gets delayed a little bit and makes it slower, but Winterfox still catch the bait. They are not going to be pulled out of the water yet. Lex and Desi pick up the frags, very important ones. The bomb has been dropped, the CT's on a re-rotation. Shroud with a frag, but 9 seconds on the clock. Yeah, still has to plant another headshot for him, but he's up against 3 more CTs, and they delay the bomb plant. Now he can't win the round anymore, and he will be killed after the time runs out. Cloud9 are not able to get the 4th round despite the very good mid-round call. The idea was perfect, but as I said, it got delayed a little bit. Swag and his teammate in Banana had to toss the bomb around a little bit, and then they were staying below there, down there a little longer than they should have. So when the bomb got to the A-bomb set, it was a little too late already. And even though Shroud did the damage with his AK, it wasn't enough. But it was only SMGs plus 1 AK for Cloud9, so they should be aware of that. I mean, they probably wanted to win the round, but they are not too bummed out because they lost it. They know, okay, it was just a weak buy by us. Maybe we were a little bit too cocky in that situation. Maybe we could have purchased a few more AKs and actually won the round. But it's kind of worth it on the terrorist side, especially on Inferno. Now Swag picks up the orb, and he is, as I already mentioned, he is just simply exchanging Skadoodle with Swag. He's now the orb player. He plays the role that Skadoodle plays usually. So they let Stewie settle in. Lex with the first frag onto Freakazoid, who's the living decoy nade for Cloud9. They admitted to that quite a few times already. And Stewie is very slowly working his way into the B-bombs, and he misses that headshot and doesn't get the second attempt either. It's a 2v4 now thanks to Shroud's frag. But he and Nothing, they are alone and they are separated from each other. What are they gonna do with 10 seconds on the clock? There is only one option: saving again. So Winterfox with the second round. They managed to bring 3 AKs to this round, so their money is getting better and better, while the terrorists have to spend all that money on another buy round. So, as Henry G already pointed out, in pauses in online games, we should, as a caster, we should always bring up the pause screen so that teams can't ghost in any way. You know, we have that pause. The stream is delayed by roughly 1 minute 45, something around those lines. And if the teams would be unfair, they would open the stream and then see each other's economy, and maybe not so important about the economy, but what they do with the economy. So I will hide the game as long as the pause will go on, so neither of the two teams has a chance to see what they bought. Cloud9 still has those 2 weapons they saved from the previous round, but the rest of the team hasn't done anything with his money. They will buy up. They have 5.9k on Freakazoid and 5.7 on Stewie. And the teams are trying to figure something out with the admin. Okay, so now everything is said and done. We are ready to go back into the game. At least I think so. Yeah. Everything should be finished. There we go. We are getting back into the game. 3-2 the scoreline. Cloud9 missed a few chances to get back on track after the 3 rounds to open it up after the pistol. And now it's their last chance before they have to save. Then they have to save at least once. And then they would be back on weapons again. Still off for Swag. Nothing dropped it for his teammate, for the youngster. And I really... Well, let's talk about that in the next round. I don't want to miss any action here, but I just want to spoil what I wanted to say. I kind of like they picked up Stewie. Even though I might get a lot of hate for that statement. But I will tell you my reasons after that. Well, for now, the terrorists are slowed down anyway, so maybe we can talk about it. In my opinion, he's a young talent. He's a good aimer. But the biggest part about the game, or one of the biggest parts, is the mentality and the mindset. And you want to avoid having a talent wasted or, you know, a career being delayed. The best example is Simple. He had this 1 year that he just couldn't play with any really good and promising team because he was too toxic, because he was too childish. He was not behaving like a pro player should do, like a competitive sportsman would do anyway. And I think that it's a good move to pick up Stewie as early as they did. Now they will go through to A long. The B split is going on, so that is one of those few things that you can do on the terrorist side that are quite unusual. And even though Swag is not called to action yet, it is Stewie who picked up the frags. He received 99 damage and still stays alive. Desi comes in from behind while Lex is trying to get in there with his USP. Just has to reload his AK. Now they are ready for a potential retake. Desi will toss in his incendiary nade to draw out a few terrorists, and he will get the frag onto Stewie, who was on 1 HP. It was one tick that was enough to take him down. Now Lex checks out the dark corner. He spots both of the terrorists and takes him down with one spray. Good job by Winterfox to hold on to the small amount of control they were regaining here. Now Cloud9 with the bomb plant, they could potentially force it up here, and I think they will go for it as well. Now they take their time making up their minds, and yeah, they will end up with AKs and grenades. Even though Swag and Stewie lack some of those grenades and they won't have an AWP, Swag didn't have that big of an impact with the AWP anyway, so I don't know if that's really a loss for Cloud9. As you can see, the AK can deal just as much damage. XP3 already forced away. Frenchman on 48 HP. Taking refuge on A long, and Cloud9 tries another ace up their sleeve. A simple A apartment strategy. Running through the smoke. Nothing gets picked off by Lex, who's having a good day here. And a good map, at least for now. Second frag for Lex. He gets traded by Shroud, though. A 3v2 now in favor of the CTs, thanks to XP3, who, despite his low HP, still gets that kill. It's Swag alone against the rest of the CTs. 1 minute on the clock, so there's plenty of time for him. But the CTs got themselves into very good positions. They have XP3 with the AWP, who's peeking at the bomb. Flowsick would intercept Swag if he went for apartments, and Anger has that angle closed out, so he is cornered in. He can't do anything about it. One of the CTs has to miss big time for Swag to have a chance. And XP3 is not going to miss. Winterfox make it 4-3. Freakazoid and company on that save, and Winterfox with the first chance to get some foothold to maybe save some money. And XP3 seems to be a little nervous here. Nerves come into play, as I already mentioned. Mentality and mindset are very important in CSGO. And Cloud9 can forge the young talent that Stewie is. I think it's an investment in the future. And obviously they also take a chance with him. But chances have to be taken if you really want to be big. Dizzy with the triple kill now, no chances taken on that one. And Lex might get a second with the USP, just taking down Brex to 1 HP. Flowsick has the knife ready already. That is really not bad mannered, but really a bummer for Swag. Tried to strafe away and ran into his opponent from behind. Winterfox gets that additional money, and that might help them down the line. You never know when those additional dollars make their impact. Cloud9 back on weapons. Again, no AWP for them. And Sui definitely has his set position here. He's occupied with Banana. That's one of those positions where you can play on your own. You don't necessarily need teammates. If they want to help you, they can feel free to flash you in. They can do something to help you, like pop flashing you in, smoking and stuff like that, using their incendiary grenade to clean a few of those positions. But you don't necessarily need them over there. And I don't know if Cloud9 will switch that up later on, or if they will keep it like that. XP3 will definitely keep control of middle against Shroud. Terra's down to 4 men already. They have to slow down again. 1 minute on the clock, so there's not too much time to waste anymore. CTs try to gather some information. After all, they have that man advantage. Flowsick with a very quick headshot onto Stewie. Makes him watch his teammates try to come back into this round with 40 seconds now. And again, it's gonna be the B split. Freakazoid with the opening frag, but now he's running into a position he's slowed down, while the bomb carrier can't really go through until his teammates made their way into the B bomb site. And the CTs counter the move with a double stack on CT spawn now. Together they will dispose of that, and nothing is pushing in there. Now that the CTs voluntarily gave up the bomb site, nothing could have a chance in this round after all. But not if he runs into Flowsick. Winterfox make it 6-3 and get a good lead on the CT side. But so far, no problem for Cloud9. They won the pistol. They got the mandatory anti-eco rounds after that. And if they get 2 more rounds, I would consider this half to be successful. If they get 6, it's very successful. And even if they should only get 1, it's still possible for a team like Cloud9 to completely close off a CT side and win it almost flawlessly on that CT side. Stewie and company with 1 Galil and 4 AKs. The lack of equipment will make it quite hard for them to do anything majorly creative, so it's gonna be a simple B push. They try to overwhelm the CTs there, and it's Flowsick and Anger, 2 very strong players, and they already let us see how well they click as well. There it goes. 1 more for Flowsick, triple quad kill inside the B bomb set. 1 by Anger, triple by Flowsick, and nothing is alone. He is just coming to the B bomb site a little late. The bodies of his teammates are already rotting away on the floor, and the CTs spray the smoke. They know that he has to come from there. Desi, in case nothing would make his way all the way back through CT spawn, Desi would see him and he could call it early enough for his teammates to prepare. Flowsick with a quad kill. He was fed with frags, basically. Good timing by him, and they kind of lined up as well. No problem. 7-3. Winterfox with a good lead now. 13 frags for Flowsick, 10 for Lex. 1 on B and 1 on A, and that is a big problem for Cloud9. If the CTs have one individual play very well on one side and another one play very well on the other side, you know, it is hard for them to get any control. Save round and rocket jump by Swag. Unreturnament 4 is in pre-alpha, by the way, so if you want to do some decent rocket jumps, you can do that over there. But Cloud9 can't really do too much about that. Shroud will nail Lex to the wall, but that's all he can do for now. It's a 2v4 already. Nothing desperately pushes XP3 down, while his teammate got sprayed down by Flowsick and Dizzy with his frag, making it 8-3. Now it gets closer and closer to the end of this half, and while I was saying that it's not that big of a problem when it was 6-3, it gets closer to being a problem. Cloud9 have the maximized loser bonus for quite a few rounds already, and they're yet to really figure out how the CTs click. If they can't convert this round, the best they can hope for is maybe a 10-5. And as I said, 10-5 is still okay, but they don't have too many rounds to experiment anymore. Freakazoid just going for the set angles. Luckily for him, Lex was running in there, and Swag picks off XP3, who was overly aggressive without support. Winterfox throwing the control away, letting the terrorists get the man advantage, but Desi on the balcony spot Freakazoid off guard. The same goes for him, nothing with the refrag, making it a 3v2 again in favor of the terrorists, who have a lot of map control, but they don't really know where the CTs are at the moment. Flowsick and Anger already rotated to A. Bomb has been planted. The terrorists only have 2 players over there. Shroud has to hurry up. His teammate Swag already got killed. Anger working with his teammate. Anger with the refrag. Now it's a 1v1. He doesn't know where Shroud is coming from. Now he knows, though. Shroud maybe gave away his position too early, but he's very confident today. He's also sitting on top of his team with 11 frags. So rightfully so, he is confident. And the magical 4th round for Cloud9. So everything they get from now on is a bonus. I won't call an 11-4 a good half, but you know, it's kind of meh, it didn't work. But we at least got 4 rounds, so if we lose the pistol, we are still in the game. Swag with a spray through the smoke onto Desi, but XP3 retaliates for the CTs. Now Lex with a nade in the hand. Freakazoid just ran in there. It's a risky move to make, but he makes it happen. And the terrorists with control over the A bomb site. The CTs on the rotation. It's up to Anger to clutch this for his team. It's a 1v3, and the likelihood of that happening is very, very slim. Especially with the amount of equipment that the terrorists still have. They can slow him down so much. No chance for Anger. He realizes and backs away. Saves his rifle for the next round. Winterfox will just barely have enough money to buy up, but if they lose another round, Cloud9 could actually get back on track and punish Winterfox for that one aggressive round that wasn't too well timed, and that Shroud managed to clutch in the end.
Terrorists win.
XP3 and company with their last buy. If they don't win this, Cloud9 could make it 8-7. Swag is back on the AWP, which he really couldn't use too effectively at the start of this map. Maybe he can do so in this round. Desi and Lex on a long with XP3 alone on short. He has two players opposing him. Good timing by him though. Nothing but just starting to spray a second one. Great job by XP3 to keep his team alive in this first half of the first map. Freakazoid and Stewie are still not out of this round. They are together. They have the bomb on their back as well. They still have some equipment. They could smoke off CT spawning cross through. Freakazoid is actually pushing through the smoke. Tries to surprise the CTs on the rotation. Stewie gets taken out though, and Lex will finish Freakazoid 9-5. Winterfox is back on track. Can they win the last round? A 9-6 would still be good for Cloud9. It is up to Winterfox to make it successful for themselves. No one else can do it except for them. So what is Cloud9 up to? Early smokes down in Banana. Slow start by Cloud9. Just no surprises, you know, it's Inferno. A slow start is never really surprising on Inferno. That's also why the map is a little hated. Now Flowsick still on the B bomb site, but Desi picked up 3 frags in middle. 10-5 in favor of Winterfox. Cloud9 was not putting too much thought in this last round. And overall, their strategies were, you know, from time to time they used some different strategies like the B split, which doesn't get used too often usually, but they played it 2 times. They only once used apartments to effectiveness, and the rest was more or less standard play. But still, they got 5 rounds, and sometimes you have to rely on the basics to work to get it done on the terrorist side here on Inferno. 11 kills for Shroud, 16 for Flowsick. Overall a team effort by Winterfox, good job by them. I'm surprised to see Anger as low as he is, but he was a support player for Flowsick on B. And he did a good job supporting his teammate there. Came up with a few good pop flashes to get himself, or to get his teammate in the position to, for example, pick up that triple kill in the force buy or against the force buy of Cloud9. Now pistol round is live. Winterfox with that push. Flowsick already picks up the first kill here onto Freakazoid. And that is a good opening for Winterfox. Flowsick actually pushes through. Another one goes down to him. It's a 2v5 already. Shroud leaps across the cross and gets that kill. Nothing as well onto XP3. Suddenly this round is back into something that you could call a close situation. Shroud and Nothing working together, trying to cover each other. But now it's Lex stepping it up. Nothing is alone against the 3 terrorists. Another headshot for him. Now he doesn't have a defuse kit, so he really needs to hurry up. The bomb is ticking faster and faster, and the terrorists know that he has to stick it if he would have wanted to win the round and not got another frag. Anger will dispose of him and makes it 11-5 in favor of Winterfox. A good start for them, but if you look at the scoreboard, you can see Cloud9 did the same in their first round. So nothing to worry about for Cloud9 yet. So Winterfox goes for 3 SMGs, 2 Galils, no AK. Well, doesn't matter too much. The CTs are not going for any armor. Only P250s for them. And they're setting a trap on long. With Stewie and Swag. So the new players kind of, I mean Stewie is the new player and Swag is the stand-in, get implemented in their strategies already. Winterfox checking out a short for now. The A short call was luckily for them the right thing to do. at this stage of the game and at this moment. If they had gone for long, could have ended way differently. Like this, they only lose one player so far, and Freakazoid could maybe get 1 or 2 cheeky headshots. But I don't know if the terrorists will not. Yeah, they are coming around the corner already. It's just a matter of time until he gets killed. There it goes. Anger will remove him. 12-5. Winterfox is only 4 rounds away from winning the first map. It is their map pick, but still, it gives them the confidence to maybe even win it in 2 maps on Dust 2. Another save for Cloud9. P250s again. And again they try to use that trap on long. But nobody's coming their way. Winterfox takes their time. They know that this round is one of those, so to speak, free rounds that if you pick them up, it seems like it's for granted. But if you don't pick them up, it's like double as bad. So they really want to avoid giving this away to Cloud9. Freakazoid is already on 19 HP. It's not going to run away from the flames in time. Goes down to that. A free B bomb site. The terrorists put down the bomb, and Winterfox runs for the frags. They want to pick up the money. They want to get some more dollars. And they will get that with a P90 frag and a Mac 10 frag. An MP7 is in there as well. So a lot of money being earned by the terrorists. 8 rounds difference between the 2 teams. Now it's Cloud9's time to come back, and they at least need a streak like Winterfox did in this middle section of the first half. If Cloud9 can't come up with that, if they win 1 and then lose 1, if their money gets reset only once, Winterfox can already win this game. I mean this map, because it's a best of 3. We will move to Dust 2, and if we need it, we would see cash between the 2 teams. Winterfox tries their just default B execution in this first rifle round. You know, just try to see how the CTs handle that, and they handle it quite well with Freakazoid and the right timing. Now the terrorists already disposed all of their grenades into the B-bomb site, so they have no other choice than to push through, but they run into the crossfire. No smoke and CT spawn. That's a death trap. Nothing, just steps into the flames. He gets another kill. 4v2. Now Anger with a double kill. Suddenly he pulls it back. Stewie with a refrag, and Flowsick is still alive. He's legging it to the A bomb site, and Shroud is still around on B. They don't know where Flowsick is, but they will find out in just a few seconds. The bomb gets planted, and now they know we have to retake. Shroud and Stewie, they are coming in from the same direction, and they are still separated. Flowsick goes for the aggressive attempt. He wants to make it a 1v1 as quickly as possible. Gets up with the clutch. Double kill for him. Double headshot. Both of them ran into his crosshair, and Winterfox make it 14-5. Flowsick is on fire. 22 kills for him. 17 for legs. And Winterfox in full control of this matchup. Farmers for Stewie. That's all Cloud9 was able to purchase. Nothing else for them so far. Well, oh, nothing. How did he pull up that Farmers? He was a little late with that one. So 2 more rounds to go for Winterfox. Cloud9 have a lengthy comeback ahead if they really can come back. I don't really fancy the chances anymore. But you never know. It's CT side for them. It's Inferno. I already mentioned that you can close out a CT side almost flawlessly. Obviously Cloud9 can't make it flawless anymore. But if they win those 11 rounds in a row, it wouldn't be impossible. That's all I'm saying. It's not likely, but it's not impossible. So Freakazoid will be a key player on top of the B bomb site while the terrorists make their way into a long already. Swag is there, makes the terrorists kill each other. Desi with a frag onto XP3, but it doesn't necessarily help too much for the CTs. Stewie has to step it up, only gets one frag though, and Shroud with a lengthy rotation. He's already in bottom of banana and he's running all the way so they know where he's coming from. They go for the frag. Lex will close him out to make it 15-5. 10 map points for Winterfox. I didn't expect it to be as decisive as it looks at the moment. The last effort of Cloud9. Can they prolong a little bit? Can they delay the end of this map? They are going for an aggressive move. It's Freakazoid with the M4A4. Shroud picking up that headshot onto Desi, already making it a 5v4. And I hope the server didn't die on us. Let's see what Anger can see. It depends on Anger's reaction here. Freakazoid could step out to the right, kill Flowsick, then he will most likely be traded by Anger. But Freakazoid has Stewie with him. Okay, so it seems like the server died on us. It's most likely over by the time we come back. I will retry. Okay. Hello game. Yeah, there we are again. But it's already dust 2, so I think it ended 16-5. Yeah. Just confirming with the admin. Yeah, I think it's... Just reconfirming again. Just really want to make sure. Yeah, it is 16-5 in favor of Winterfox on the first map. So, that was a stomp that I didn't expect. I hope that Cloud9 have the mental strength that I already mentioned to come back in the second map. It will be Dust 2. It's their map pick. And I hope that they can win it so we can see Cash, which would be the third map between the two teams. Winterfox is one step closer to qualification of to the LAN finals of the Gameshow Global eSports Cup. I thank you guys out there for tuning in. We will be back with a second map in just a few moments. If you enjoyed the show, drop me a follow. Drop Gameshow a follow down here if you like the tournament. LAN finals will happen in February sometime. And yeah, Cloud9 has to win 2 maps now to be there. Otherwise it will be Winterfox. So let's see if Stewie can have his impact, or if Swag maybe can tilt the map in his team's favor. Dust 2 is definitely a map that Cloud9 can handle. It's more or less the map that favors mixed teams a lot. So we will be back in a few moments. Stay tuned, guys and girls. Love you a lot. Thanks for tuning in.